we have the #1 freshman phenom in the nation, Mr. Jerry Easter Jr. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Congratulations on everything, and of course his dad. We talk quite often, and I just want to start off. We have the great Tom Cole here with us as well. So, hey, this is going to be a great show. I know that you and your family, Jerry and your mom, had a tough decision to make in regards to where do you go moving forward. And I think that it was decided that you was going to stay at Emmanuel Christian High School, where you are right now, and killing it every week, by the way. What made you, yourself, make that decision?
I just think it was a good fit for me. I've been there since 6th grade, and I just felt really comfortable with all the teachers, the staff, and Coach LA. I've been knowing him for a while, so I thought he was a good fit for me for being my coach this year. And I just wanted to stay down here and play in front of my family and friends, because it's gonna be rare like later on. Yeah, that's why I stayed down here.
What's up, Dad? How are you doing?
Doing great.
Yeah, Mr. Jerry Sr., what do you think is some of the keys to your son's success?
It was a family decision. I mean, with the whole situation, like for the success, I think is, it takes a family, it takes a community. I'm blessed to have a great family, and I think that the decisions that we made, it was a whole family thing. But my wife, she's in the education field. I'm in the sports, so everything just worked well from what we have going. I handled Jerry with the sports.
Right.
She handled education, so it works out. So I mean, it just was a great.
And by the way, he's an A+ student, correct?
Yes, straight A's.
Tom, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I'm going to Dad first, and Dad, you and your wife deserve kudos, because I know how hard it is to raise kids. It's never been easy to raise kids, but I think especially today, it's not an easy deal. There's trouble on every corner when you're trying to get home at night. It just is. It's the way it is. And you've raised an incredible young man. And I love the fact Cross brought up the grades, the academics, because, obviously an incredible future, for Junior here. There's no question about that. But everybody stops playing sometime. Right. Chuck Ely quit playing a long time ago. Right. LeBron's going to quit playing. Right. Joe Namath quit playing.
Right.
And if you have your academics, you have the rest of your life to be a doctor, lawyer, dentist, teacher, whatever you want to be. So I think it's such a great thing that you and your wife promote academics with your wonderful son, because it mentors other young people. Are you too aware of that not only are you doing great things for Jerry Jr., but you're mentoring other young kids who look at this young man and say, I want to be that already as a freshman. Right. And then that means get your grades, be a good person, be a positive person. Are you aware of that? Do you feel that?
That's a good question you brought up. Also, I have an AAU team.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of kids on that team.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I tell my kids, as I tell Jerry as well. I tell him, I talk to him about a lot of different stuff about sport. I want him to go off into sports because he works so hard. He's good in sports, but I said you're gonna be successful regardless, whatever you do.
Right.
So when I tell all my kids the same thing,
right.
If you don't make it in sports, you're still gonna make it. You're still successful. So a lot of kids, in the black community, they think that if they fail in sports, that their life is over.
Yeah.
And so my son know that he's still gonna be successful whatever he do. He want to be in basketball. He can be a coach.
Yeah.
He want to be. He gonna be successful. It's up to me. I want him to go to work with a suit and tie. I don't want him sweating and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm serious though.
I get that.
So that's a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah.
I talk to other kids that way too. So
yes.
including my son. So I let them know that sports is just a tool to help you guys get to where you need to go.
Well, we certainly appreciate the mentoring that you and your wife do, and coaching the team, and the difference. Coaches make all the difference. Teachers make all the difference. Yeah. Everybody knows that. Cross and I talk about it all the time. Jerry Jr., I watched you play. I watch your games on BCSN. To me, your appointment TV when you're on. I check the thing, and when Emmanuel Christian's on, I want to watch. Because, and I think Cross will help me out with this, you have this ability, to score points. That's no question about that. We were talking to your dad earlier. I think you're 26, 7, and 8 points, rebounds, and assists. But the way you play the game, to me, is so important. You've been taught to respect the game. You don't take bad shots. You get your other teammates involved. You're a total team guy. Yes, you can score, but you do these other things. You don't play like, hey, look at me. You play within a team concept. Is that just what you've learned from your parents and maybe from other coaches, or because you are a team guy?
From both. I've been doing this, been playing AAU since first, second grade.
Yeah.
So I'm just used to it, playing with different people, throughout the years, and I'm just used to it now. And if I get my team involved, they just get hyped and I get hyped, and then I have the momentum and we just play hard together.
One thing before I throw it to you, Cross, you remind me so much of LeBron in many ways, and I say this because he could go out any night. Cross was an incredible scorer of the basketball. I mean, he's one of the best ever that came out of our area ever. End of story. And in college and pros.
75 years ago doesn't count.
but the way that you play, LeBron could go out and get 40 a night if he wanted to. But he knows that the ultimate end goal, you're not going to win that way. You've got to get your other people involved. You have to make them feel confident, make them feel they can score, and I just watch your game and I see the same kind of things. It's total team basketball. Yeah. Do you enjoy what you're doing at Emmanuel Christian? Because it looks to me like you're enjoying it.
Yes, I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's great, because it should be that way. Sports is supposed to be, yes, there's pressure, and everybody watches you when you're on TV and you're in the gym and all the eyeballs are on you. I get all that, but you're supposed to have some fun too. I mean, it looks like you're having fun, which is great. Cross?
What is your end goal for Emmanuel Christian this year? I mean, I know you have some individual goals yourself, but I'm talking about the team concept. What is that for you this year?
Our team goal is to first we want to win a tag this year in the season before going to the playoffs, and then after that we want to get far in the state run and possibly win states this year.
Right.
And first, when we win tag, that'd be our first year at Emmanuel. So that should be our first year at Emmanuel winning tag, and then if we win states, that'd be even better.
Just give our audience some of the things that you feel like would inspire them, some of the things that actually work for you in your career based around work ethic and constantly working hard. Just give our audience something around that. What would you say to young people?
What I would say is always thank God first, and for your abilities and all that, and just work hard no matter what nobody says, and always obey your parents and be respectful to all your teachers and friends every day.
Fantastic.
And Dad, picking up off what Cross was talking about, what advice would you give? It's hard parenting today. Again, it's a difficult job, and I think a lot of people are struggling with that. There's a lot of single parent families. It's hard enough when you have two people trying to raise young people the right way, but when you have, say, one person that's raising a family and they work 50, 60 hours a week and they're the only adult in the house, and what advice would you give, Dad, as far as helping to raise, such a terrific young man? If you had to put two things, what would you say, top two things that would strike you that you need to do?
Like touch on what my son said, first, thank God, and also I think being a young man or a young woman, coming up with, trying to be successful with something, you just got to stay with it,
Right.
You gotta, it's got to be, what you do in life. I think that, you got to be positive and, just stay whatever you want to do. And I think everything will pan out. You'll be successful.
Good advice.
All right, here we go. That has been the Steve Taylor Community Connection Show. I'd like to say a big thank you to my partner here, Jerry Sr., and also to Junior, and the GOAT, Mr. Tom Cole.
Thanks for
I
being
notice
here,
I
guys.
said the
Thank
GOAT.
you so much.
GOAT. And I hope everybody enjoyed it out there. And we'll see you next time.